Good afternoon and welcome to another virtual Variations on the Fridays in May. My name is Evan Anderson. I am the Associate Director of Music here at Trinity English Lutheran Church. Our first hymn today, that's going to be played by Bob Hobby, the Director of Music, is Now Thank We All Our God. The author of the text, Now Thank We All Our God, Martin Rinkhart, was a 17th century Lutheran minister who lived in Eilenburg, Saxony. During his lifetime, the city was almost completely overrun by armies, famine, and plague, which resulted in many deaths. As a minister, Rinkhart had upwards of 50 funerals a day to conduct during those dark times. It is uncertain whether he composed the text, Now Thank We All Our God, just as it is uncertain where the tune originated, although it has been attributed to the 17th century organist Johann Kruger. Here is the first stanza of the text. Now thank we all our God with heart and hands and voices, who wondrous things has done, in whom this world rejoices, who from our mother's arms has blessed us on our way with countless gifts of love, and still is ours today. The tune of Finlandia came from 19th century Finnish composer Jean Sibelius's symphonic poem of the same name. The tune became so popular that he arranged it into a national hymn for Finland. In other countries, we often associate the tune with the text, Be Still My Soul, which was written in the 18th century by German Lutheran nun Catherine von Schlegel. The first line of that text reads, "Be still, my soul, the Lord is on your side. Bear patiently the cross of grief or pain. Leave to your God to order and provide. In every change, he faithful will remain. Be still, my soul, your best, your heavenly friend, through thorny ways leads to a joyful end." Our next hymn, "O Morning Star, How Fair and Bright," is known as the Queen of German chorales, was written in both text and tune by 16th century German theologian and pastor Philip Nicolai. In Germany, the hymn was used commonly for weddings and funerals, although in most hymnals today it can be found in the Epiphany section. The original German text was translated into English by Catherine Winkworth, a 19th century British writer who translated many German hymns into English. The first stanza of the hymn reads, "O morning star, how fair and bright, thou beamest forth in truth and light. O sovereign, meek and lowly, thou root of Jesse, David's son. My Lord and Master, thou hast won my heart to serve thee solely. Thou art holy, fair and glorious, rich in blessing, rule and might o'er all possessing. I Want Jesus to Walk With Me is an African American spiritual, the background of which is difficult to ascertain. As in the case of many of the 19th century and earlier spirituals, they were composed and passed on orally and were not actually written down until oftentimes much later. Many of these spirituals were composed under the grueling and horrific conditions of the plantations, as music for them became a means to lift their spirits and call to the Lord for help. The first stanza reads, I want Jesus to walk with me. I want Jesus to walk with me. All along my pilgrim journey, Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me. The tune Asman is most commonly associated with the text, "Oh, for a thousand tongues to sing." This text was written by one of the founders of the Methodist movement, Charles Wesley, who has even been called the father of Methodist hymnody. Bob will be playing a set of 5 variations on this, one for each text, each verse of the text. And so I will read the first one. I'll read them each as he plays each variation. The first verse is, "Oh, for a thousand tongues to sing my great Redeemer's praise, the glories of my God and King, the triumphs of his grace." My gracious Master and my God, assist me to proclaim, to spread through all the earth abroad the honors of your name. The name of Jesus charms our fears and bids our sorrows cease, sings music in the sinner's ears, brings life and health and peace. He breaks the power of canceled sin. He sets the prisoner free. His blood can make the foulest clean. His blood avails for me. To God all glory, praise, and love be now and ever given, by saints below and saints above, the church in earth and heaven. We'd like to thank you for joining us today on our virtual variations on the Fridays in May. We ask you that you would join us again next week for another Variations on the Fridays in May. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend.